How goes opening the gateway, shaman? We're so close to cracking it. Just needs a little bit more, I'm sure of it. Well, you better be right about this. We're running out of time and resources. This is no place for us. The brambled fields. I promise I'm close. Soon safety will be within reach. Hi guys, and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. Today, I have some plans. Some big plans. Or, well, not really big, but ones that I want to get doing because I might never get around to doing them if I don't do it soon. And our to-do list is to expand the shopping area, build a pub, build a couple empty shops so people can, fill them as they see fit, and do some landscaping, and also start building the wall line, which I'll explain when I get over to where we're working today. But, yeah. Long story short, there's a lot to do. I want to get a lot done. But that takes time and me to actually focus, so, better hop onto it sooner rather than later. With that being said, we are going to talk to the villagers and do some, looking around, but if you didn't see last episode, go watch it. It needs the views. Anyways, Cordelia. Oh great, another fight between the common folk. What's going on here? Oh come on, we both know what you're selling is not worth that much. Well, too bad, that's the price. So buy something or leave. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's not really much more to it. Whatever she's selling is what you gotta pay. Or find someone else who's selling the same item for cheaper. Literally, that's it. Anyways, oh, Mobby, I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to? Oh, another beautiful day in the village. Fair enough. I just realized, did this place have a name? If so, what was it? I really should ask you about that. But, yeah, no. If it doesn't have a name, I guess we'll have to come up with one. Leave it in the comments, I guess. Let's see. It took some time to get used to it, but I think I'd rather like this town. I wonder what Silas is getting up to these days. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, today we'll be working over here, and, yeah. The area I mean by which I'm going to be working on is leveling out some of this pathway and sort of making some more area up here, because honestly, there's room to expand, but it needs to be altered to make it functional. And what we'll be also doing is starting, like, basically a fundamental line from here downwards so that eventually we can, like, link it up with the lake there. Like, I'm thinking starting, like, from around here-ish, and then slowly winding a pathway down to the lake over there. Of wall. At least a basic framework is what I want to start working on. Because, yeah, we got some wall over there, and we don't have any there, but, like, we're mostly protected by mountains. But I want the areas where someone could come in without much difficulty to be a little bit more difficult. Harder to march an army over a mountain than it is to, do it with walls, flat areas. But, yeah, we'll probably just work on flattening and leveling out the area here a bit. Because, like, it needs it. It doesn't all need to be this rugged. And it makes building a little bit more tricky than I'd like it to be. But I'll make it work. But yeah, building some shops down here is the plan, and just generally improving things. Because, yeah, Garnet's shop is right here, and it feels a little lonely, and it could use some other shops and other things to add to this area. Because, like, there's a blacksmith's place and other such things. But yeah, like a shop to sell weapons and a shop to sell other such items would be useful. But I am getting sidetracked. Garnet, you're in here. Looks like your shop is stocked and ready to go. Hey Pookletons, what do you think of my shop? It took me a while, but I finally did get it stocked and it's ready to open. That is great to hear. It Great to hear, and it does look nice, but sadly I'm here to talk to you about something else. Thank you. You know now. What do you want to talk to me about? I need your help gathering up everyone who's hiding so Silver can meet them. Yeah, we really do need to do that. Are you sure this is a good idea? This could go this could go very wrong very quickly, especially when it comes to some of them in particular. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I get it, but we can't hide them forever, and if I'm being honest, that's not really a great way to live. Living in a hole, basically worried about the world, is not a particularly wonderful philosophy to live by. It tends to have some detrimental effects on the person. I suppose you're right. I will talk to Silver about it and see who I can convince to come. I'm just worried about the one of the priestesses showing up. They don't seem like the kind of considerate type of people. Nothing like the preachers of the goddess I knew when I was a child. I guess. Maybe they were different. Maybe this is more of a recent addition to the faith. But we'll see. Silver and Enid, I haven't seen you in ages. And that's my report. I must apologize again for my lateness. Okay. Ah, Lord Pukulkuns, good to see you. How may I be of assistance? Well, there's a couple of things, but where has Enid been all this time? Ah, yes, Enid was visiting her family all the way in the city of Redwoods. Redwoods Fall. It's a rather far-away city. She was also there delivering a letter to my mentor? Sadly, the weather got particularly bad, so she could not return when originally planned. I see. Well, I can't really be helped anyways. I was wondering if I could, if you could have someone keep an eye on the priestess. I have a feeling that one of them is just gonna cause trouble, and there's just, problems with them being intolerant, or at least one of them being a problem. We can, but we're starting to stretch ourselves rather thin. Nonetheless, we'll manage. I understand why we need to keep an eye on her. She's trouble. Yeah, that's pretty much an understatement of the century. People doing business in the plaza? That's kind of cool. Wonder if we're going to get another wandering trader, surge. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see. Anyways. Hey, Bookletons, right? Could I talk to you for a second? She seems nervous. Sure, what can I do for you? Well, I was wondering if it would be okay if me and my sister lived here. The reason I ask is rather complex, but to keep it simple and not waste your time, you see, we're not like normal villagers, and due to our many differences, it may cause problems for you and our guards. Honestly, we're already up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. What's one more? I see. Well, you're in good company, and you're more than welcome to stay. Really? You mean it? We can stay? It won't be a problem? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Quiltons. You don't know how much this means to me. I promise we'll be on our best behavior. Alright. Well, that's something. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I think I'll start, getting things done. But with that being said, let's just hop into it. And bop, and we're back. And I'm ready to show off what I've been working on. And I got quite a lot done, honestly. If you can already see on the mini-map and even see some of there. But honestly, the best place to view some of my work is over here, because I built a rather interesting bit of stuff. And did a lot of terraforming. But we'll see that as we go on. I don't know why I went down this way, passing my workstation. But, everyone's got to have one. So, some of the smaller stuff I did, adding this tree, adding a little animal pen, filling in this little area, because honestly, it just felt kind of gappy and empty, and it just didn't feel right. I didn't want to put a statue down, because that just sounds a little bit too big for the area, and a little bit too crowded. So I chose a tree, and this was a process for me. Because I've already used a lot of maple trees, and I probably will use more as time goes on. So I decided to go with a different tree that we've used before, which was the sakura tree? I think I'm saying that right? I'm probably butchering a very beautifully named tree. I'm not going to lie to you. I butcher the English language, and I've spoken it all my life. And I still am pretty horrible at it. So, yeah, that just gives you a hint. But I wanted to add a couple more trees to the area, like for here and over there on the little aisle like area, because there's just nothing that could be put there. And it felt kind of empty and not lonely, but just unsatisfying is the word. So, again, I added some small touches here and there. And, yeah, built a little animal pen so people can store animals and sell them and yada yada. And, yeah, basically did that. I do plan to add some more plant life, like, over here, perhaps, just to make it feel a little bit more filled out. But, you know, that's a work in progress, and we'll see how that goes. But, yeah. What are you guys up to? No, I'm sure. He may be a pain, but he isn't worth you getting in trouble. Are you sure you don't want me to deal with him? Please don't beat the crud out of a guy. Oh, I guess Silver and Garnet are having that talk, so I'll leave them be. But I'll show some of the other stuff we worked on up here and get a better idea. I made a lot more pathways. One of which was a little bit of a later addition was this. Which, honestly, I really like how it came together. And, again, this felt very natural and very much appealing for a nice, like, a bar area was the design idea for this. You can enter here. There'll be tables, which, again, I'll add later on, like, maybe off camera. Because, honestly, it's just a lot of work decorating a spot, and I'm very, very much not ambitious to build... I'm ambitious to build the shelves, not so much the interior, which I really want to work on. You do have to crouch to get into this spot, but I wanted to keep the nature feeling still, you know, connected here. And this is supposed to be like a kitchen area where people work and then go down and feed people down here. So, yeah, that's the general idea of this building. And then I like the color scheme and how it came together and how it just blends in with everything nicely. It doesn't clash with other buildings, which is the thing that I'm very happy with in terms of my color palette choices, which again I might have to reuse a couple times just to keep that consistency. But is just how it blends together and doesn't feel like it's all clashing with each other. That is partially because I do have a particular types of styles that I like and or color pairings. But, you know, it's just how I am. But we'll see. Anyways, I built a little shop in here, you know, back area. Nothing too crazy. I really do like how this one came together. Doesn't feel like it clashes. It's very much chocolate-like colors, I like to think. And, yeah, again, just some more empty shops. I might put something here. I'm not really sure. The reason being, because we're going to go down here and another building I built. And honestly, just more desired color palettes that I like. Because again, many different designs. Eventually, I'm going to install a nice gate in here. Because there's going to be another entrance into the village. And you can see with the pathway, and eventually I'll build it out here and stop at some point. I don't know. I don't know when to stop. Saying I don't know how feels a bit much, but you know, I am a bit dramatic. Just a wee bit. I also sort of somewhat filled in here. I have some ideas of what I want to do in here. Like an underground, or partially underground, like area with houses in the side of the walls. Or maybe like little restaurants. I don't really know what I'm going to do down here. I might make it into a mine, might not. I'm not really set on any particular idea, but I don't want to waste this kind of natural formation. I also cleared out a lot of trees around here, which, again, I will replace some of them, as I do plan to make this like a little area with houses in it and like a forested area. And trees will be growing on top of here just to make it feel more natural. But it is very much a work in progress. As you can see, the wall is again, an outline. It's basically to give me an idea of how the wall is going to function. And it goes pretty far. And honestly, I connected up some more pathways, made things a little bit more, you know, prepared for future design philosophy of this place. Because again, there's this giant inn, which is supposed to have places to stay. And you can see I put some like stands down here and some crates, because there wasn't really enough room that I didn't want to carve into the ground to make a building. Because then it will just be a pain in the butt to sort of build further around here. And I want some of this place to feel still underdeveloped and like in the middle of being built. And I added some more of these sakura trees here just to sort of fill it out a bit more. Again, in places that there's really no way I'm probably ever going to build in this area. So it's like, oh, okay, let's add a tree. It adds some natural beauty and it just adds to the area. It gives it some more personality. And I've already used the maple trees, and I plan to use more sakura trees in this general area, probably. For better or for worse. But yeah, you can see, again, I built a fair few buildings, and mostly just left them empty. Maybe I'll make some particular types of shops in here, maybe I won't. But, you know, we'll see. It's nice to be back. Finally, although I might need to get reacquainted with the area since there's been so many changes. Probably a good call, honestly. It is a lot of work I've been doing, but what are you two up to? Yeah, the house will take a fair bit of setup to move here. Alright, a deal's a deal. We'll move here. We better get started then. Okay, looks like they're preparing to come here. How, I'm not sure. But we'll see. Anyways. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of little details. I might add some more light stands out here now that there's some actual buildings. Like these lampposts I built. Just so the area doesn't feel quite as dark. But of course, there's still some odd things here and there I might add. I'm thinking of maybe another statue, but we'll see. Again, don't want to add too many of them and make it feel like it's cluttered. There's a fine line between enough, you know, monuments and too many. But we'll see. Again, this is a work in progress, and I just don't know how I feel. I really like building those types of statues, though. I don't know. Something symbolic about them I just enjoy. But we'll see. But yeah, there's little shops in here. If you have any good ideas for what to do with that, I'm all ears. I just don't know what to do with it yet. And who knows? Again, this is a work in project, and it's coming along nicely. But, well, I remember, because I want to go down here and show, because I have a couple ideas of what I might do. Because, again, if you do recall, there was a forest here, and I will add some forest back of the tree type I like. Maybe dark oak? That could be fun. Who knows? Add some variety to my trees. But my plan is to build a larger, like, building around here where guards would collect. And, yeah. I do need to start working on the walls in general over there. I have been kind of putting it off. And this is sort of a gateway into that project, hopefully. Again, probably next episode I'm going to start building out the walls. At least this one, at least somewhat. So that way I can, you know, put my mind at ease on that project. At least get some sections of it done. Because I know that I've just kind of been putting it off, and one of the upsides that I really like about the village so far is its lighting. Like, at nighttime, it feels very, very much alive. Which is honestly amazing. Like, this looks great. My house looks good. Like, again, this spot needs some more work, and it will come in time. And I still need to light up some of these houses. Like, oh my goodness. Just even some torches in that one would probably make it look amazing. Not even too many torches. Just enough to feel like there's someone who's been in there recently. And boom. And let's go back out there and again, lighting is important, kids. Whoever child watches this really needs to have better parents, but you know. But yeah, again, just that alone makes it look so much nicer. And I really do enjoy it. That is one of the things that I'm really enjoying, is different angles of my village still look amazing and have a lot of personality behind them. Again, there are some errors here and there that still need to be corrected, but for the most part, we're doing pretty good. But, yeah. Sadly, though, that is as much time as we do have for today's episode. It's a bit of a shorter one, I know, but every bit of like and comments you could give would be appreciated. I am aiming for 50 subscribers this year. Fingers crossed. Maybe then I get to do a special, but, you know, we'll see. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye.